get to show you the rest of the interviews I got at Sardi's November 21st, 2022, called Encore Ovation, a celebration of aging through the arts that was sponsored by the Encore Community Services, which is a nonprofit network of senior service, meal, and housing providers on the west side of Manhattan. And this was their fourth annual benefit to raise awareness of the organization and the healing power the arts have in aging. And the people they honored was Steve Roth, the award-winning international cabaret icon, singer, songwriter, and pianist, and Michelle Memran, an award-winning documentary filmmaker, writer, reporter, and visual artist noted for her work on the documentary The Rest I Make Up, an intimate and exuberant exploration of an artist's creative life while living with Alzheimer's. And then I talked to people that were part of the organization, that found the organization, and it was just a fabulous event. Hello, here we are at Sardi's, where they are honoring Stephen Roth.
I'm happy to be here, I must say. I've been coming to Sardi's since I was 10 years old, and it's as glamorous and wonderful as ever, and the perfect setting for this award.
And what do you think about this award? What do you think about Encore Ovation?
I am all for sharing the music and sharing goodwill with people, especially people of a certain age. We've all had history, and this just burnishes that history.
And I gotta ask, which is more fun, being an accompanist or having your own show?
Which do I prefer, you say? What was the question? Which do I prefer? I do both.
I know you do, but which do you prefer? Because I know you accompany, but you also do your own show, so which do you like better?
Yes, as I speak about that tonight, part of me just loves to be a solo performer, but I also am very happy to be fulfilled by making music with someone else. So it's divided equally.
Well, congratulations on your honor and enjoy the evening.
Thank you.
Hello, here we are with
Michelle Memran.
And you're being honored today.
Yes, I am. I'm very honored to be here.
Tell us all about yourself because we all want to know.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a tall order. Well, I'm being honored tonight with the inaugural Paul Lukas Artistic Spirit Award. And Paul Lukas was an incredible, generous playwright and champion of others' work. And so I'm here. It's an award, creativity, creative aging through art. And I do a lot of different kinds of projects, but one of the films that I made was a 15-year collaboration, or a 10-year collaboration, with the playwright Maria Irene Fornes.
Oh my God, we love her.
We love her, right? She's amazing. So we met when I used to cover theater. I was a journalist, and we fell in love with each other, basically. And she had stopped writing due to the early onset of Alzheimer's. And together we discovered that a camera could continue a creative process. So she was literally writing monologues into the camera. And that was the ignition. We decided we were friends, and I showed up with an old camcorder to her house, and we made a film together. Yeah, it's called The Rest I Make Up. And yeah, it's on Amazon, it's on iTunes, so go watch it. She's astonishing. I mean, it's like a masterclass in what it means to be a creative person in the world. It's really every time I watch it when I'm sort of at a place where I don't know what to do. I'm like, I need more Irene in my life. So, and now I do a lot of work, creative work with people who have different kinds of dementia. And that's the work that I love the most, and the work and their collaborations where I'm very much a student and they're my teacher. And I'm learning a lot about what it means to be in the moment, to be present, to be fully awake to whatever is, right? And then I also do drawings. So that's another thing that I'm a breast cancer survivor, and through my treatment, I started drawing faces, basically. And so we'll see some of them tonight. And but it's just so amazing to be here and to be honored in the same breath as Paul Lucas, because he did so much for this theater community, and to just be honoring and celebrating his legacy is a really glorious thing. So, thank you.
My name is Katie Pearl. I'm Michelle Memran's wife. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so excited that Michelle's being honored because she deserves it so much, and I'm so inspired by her work every day, and it's a thrill that more people are starting to know about it. I'm a theater director and a professor of theater at Wesleyan University. I make my own shows with my own company, which is called Pearl d'Amour, and we are touring a show called Ocean Filibuster right now. Aging in the arts is very important, and the climate crisis is very important. One of the things Michelle says is the way people deal with the uncertainty of Alzheimer's is sort of the way we're dealing with the uncertainty of the planet right now. So thanks for putting me on video.
Hello, here we are with...
I'm Jeremy Kaplan, Executive Director at Encore Community Services.
And I'm Chef Andy, Culinary Director at Encore Community Services.
Now, tell me about your organization and also what you do.
Encore is a nonprofit organization located right in the heart of the theater district in Hell's Kitchen. Our mission is to improve the quality of life for older New Yorkers so that they have what they need to thrive. We scratch, cook, and deliver over 500,000 meals a year, all up and down the West Side. We have housing programs. We have older adult centers where we offer all kinds of activities that are rooted in the arts, because we know how powerful the arts are in helping people age and live happy, healthy, joyful lives.
You do the cooking for these 100,000 million meals.
Oh yeah, and it's so this week is an incredible week for us. So we're celebrating Ovation this week, and actually Thanksgiving is this week also. We actually just produced over 1,200 frozen Thanksgiving meals to be delivered to our home delivered clients this week. So and we're producing another 800 Thanksgiving meals on Thanksgiving Day, hot meals to be delivered throughout the west side of New York City also. So like our executive director says, I am responsible for the whole culinary department and the whole operation. I have an incredible team with me. It's not just me alone, but my incredible kitchen team and our packing team is literally what makes Encore what it is right now.
And how did you come up with this idea in the first place?
Well, Encore has been located in the heart of the theater district for 45 years. And because of that, we've attracted folks who are naturally interested in being around the arts and entertainment. And all of our programs in general have always had an arts focus. And so a few years ago, we decided to put a name to it, right? It's a proven fact that when people are connected to the art, they do better at any age, whether they're kids in schools or whether they're young adults or adults, and especially as people age. The arts heals. The arts helps us live longer. It keeps us from being isolated and lonely. So we came up with this concept of really just naming what we're already doing, aging through art. So Encore Ovation is a celebration of that, aging through art. This is the fourth time that we've celebrated it. First time was at Sardi's. And we had to take a break because of the pandemic and went virtual. And we hosted it at our center last year, but now we're back at Sardi's. We can't be happier to be here.
Where's your center?
Our center is on 49th Street between 8th Avenue and Broadway in the lower level of St. Malachy's Church, known as the Actors Chapel.
Oh, how perfect!
Yeah, it is. It's a perfect location, and we have our hub of operations has been right there at the Actors Chapel for all these 45 years. The leader of the Shubert organization at the time, Jerry Schoenfeld, and other local leaders in the neighborhood got together with the priest at St. Malachy's Church, Father Moore, and they wanted to come up with a solution for the homelessness crisis that was particularly affecting older people in the neighborhood at the time. And they decided to start a soup kitchen at the Actors Chapel at St. Malachy's. And from there, Encore just grew and expanded. And that group right here at Sardi's secured the first funding sources for the organization. And ever since then, the Shubert organization, along with many others in the entertainment industry unions, have been among the most preeminent supporters of Encore and have kept us going all this time. So Mr. Wankel is our event co-chair tonight, and we're grateful for him to be here.
Oh, and I just can't say enough about what Encore does. And I was here back when my prior boss, Jerry Schoenfeld, helped create this. So it's really a very important cause, and it's very good for the neighborhood and for all the people they support. So everybody should support Encores.
Isn't it nice when you get to inherit something nice for a change?
Yes. It's great to inherit good things, and Jeremy and Encore is a good thing.
Here we are with...
Kendall Massick.
Now tell us how you got involved with Encore Ovations.
Well, I've been an Encore board member for more than 20 years now, and I was one of the originators of the idea behind Encore Ovation.
And I hear your late husband, Paul, also was involved.
That's right. Paul Lucas and I were very much involved in the idea behind Ovation. We thought that Encore would benefit by having another fundraiser and a fall fundraiser, and actually Paul came up with the name of it. So I'm really excited because tonight is going to be the first bestowing of the Paul Lucas Artistic Spirit Award, which I did not come up with. The organization decided on it as a way of honoring Paul and his contributions to Encore in the past. So it's really exciting.
Oh, that must have made you feel so good.
Absolutely.
Oh, is there anything else you'd like to tell us about? Anything?
Encore is an amazing organization that provides critical services for seniors in Manhattan. And Encore actually delivered more than 500,000 meals, as amazing as that sounds, last year. And that's just one example of the many services that are provided by Encore. We also have 2 residences that are for seniors that found themselves homeless due to psychological impairment or poverty, and we provide a myriad of other services for seniors in Manhattan. And so Encore is really a fantastic organization to support.
You're all a bunch of mensches.
Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
Mensch is a good person in Yiddish.
Thank you so much, and have a great evening.
I got to attend the Vineyard Theater's 40-year gala at the Edison Ballroom, where they were honoring Billy Crudup, who is one of the people I spoke to, and celebratory toast to Ken Grenier, the chair Vineyard Board of Directors, and Marcia Pendleton, the president and founder of Walk Tall Girl Productions. It was a star-studded, exciting evening, and here are some of my interviews. And sorry for the background noise, trying a new microphone. Yes. Anyway, here we are with...
Hi. Veanne Cox Ann Harada.
And we're at the Vineyard Gala, and tell us your Vineyard memories. I mean, you especially with F&Q, and you've done a lot here.
Well, that's what we're here about. That's why we're here together, because we're going to be vying over who has done the most Vineyard shows.
Oh, so how many have you counted so far?
We believe we are neck and neck. At around 6 or 7.
67?
No,
6 or
Good
7.
Lord, I wish it had been 67.
I'm like, you've been busy.
I would never have stopped working, but
I mean,
it's
40 years, 67 shows. That is a miracle.
Yeah, we're at 6 or 7.
Yes.
Each.
Oh, which ones are they? Can you rattle them off?
Oh, gosh.
Am I putting you on the spot?
Yeah,
in your
Badoni
beautiful
County.
leopard spot. I love
me.
The Don Juan and the non-Don Juan.
Floor of the Red Menace.
Okay. I gotta think.
Go on.
American Dreaming.
The batting cage.
Hit the Lights.
The waiting room.
Avenue Q.
The altruist.
Brooklynite.
56 flowers.
I'm out. I don't know.
I don't know. I can't remember the other one.
I'm panicking.
Okay, but we did well.
Yeah.
Didn't we do well?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, that's 40 years of shows.
Wow.
That's 40 years of
I'm like, but we have been hacking it out at the Vineyard for quite a while.
Yeah, and you've done plays and musicals.
Yes,
Yes,
indeed.
and thank God for them, because honestly, can you imagine if we didn't have them?
No, I can't. I wouldn't have a career if I
I
hadn't
know.
worked at the
Me
Vineyard.
too. Me too. They have laid the groundwork for my appearing and then reappearing and then reappearing. I love them.
Yeah.
I love
I
Doug
owe
and
so
Sarah
much
and
to the
it's just-
Vineyard in terms of like them hiring me and giving me a job and noticing me when nobody else noticed me. You know what I mean? So
And they notice shows that nobody else would notice.
Yeah,
I mean, really quirky, wonderful shows.
They do new works.
right, they're committed to that, and you know, there's something very profoundly special about that.
And they're so eclectic.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And they also are in Union Square, which is wonderfully helpful. It gets me out of my neighborhood.
And are you guys going to do Broadway Con again?
Oh, what an interesting question. I will if I'm in town. It's one of those things where I'm never really certain what I'm doing.
It's about Vineyard and Broadway Con are just so wonderful for the theater.
I just want to work again. I don't care where it is. I really don't care where
I
it is.
know you did regional. You did a thing on Zoom regionally,
Yes.
and you've been to Buffalo.
Yes, I have done. I've been everywhere.
Yes, you
Yes.
have.
Are you from Buffalo?
I'm from near there.
Oh.
So I know Tony Chase. And
Oh, yes. Yeah, good friends. They are dear people to me. But yeah, I would love to get another job at the Vineyard. I did do a workshop there last year, like a lab, one of their lab programs. So it was fun.
So what's your favorite memory of the Vineyard?
I think it was after Avenue Q won the Tony and going to the Vineyard and seeing the Tony in the lobby. And I was like, we did that for the Vineyard. It was awesome.
Oh, and I think mine was Nina.
Yes, the Nina's.
The Nina's, the Hirschfeld. Mine was when I went down to the basement after Floor of the Reminiscence, and they had, it wasn't the Hirschfeld of it, but they had a copy of my Hirschfeld up there on the wall, and I was like, I'm so lucky.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I was just reading the book. They did a whole book with all of his things.
Yeah,
and everything. It's great.
And they have a lovely display at the Broadway Museum.
It's like, I think of Nina as our theatrical Waldo.
It's true. Oh, that's very good.
Yeah.
I like that. God rest his soul.
Hi, I'm Billy Crudup.
And what does it feel like to be honored at the Vineyard?
It's an out-of-body experience. I think I took it for granted that it was a wonderful fundraiser for the Vineyard, and then I see my picture everywhere, and it feels like maybe it's time for me to retire. Yeah, I think that's it. I think this may be my swan song.
Oh, I don't know. It was very hypnotic the way it was set up.
It certainly was, no question about it. I don't think I can live up to that picture.
So what are your favorite memories of the Vineyard?
Well, dating back, it was the first theater I ever performed in New York on. And I was out of school for about 2 months, and I did a play with written by Chiori Miyagawa and directed by Michael Mayer. That was this sort of avant-garde think piece on Japanese internment camps, and it was my first experience in the New York theater. And so I've had 3 experiences now, I think, with the Vineyard, and for me, it's just the most beautiful home to work in. And I don't know who supports the arts in the same way that the Vineyard does. So,
And 40 years.
40 years. That's a very hard thing to do.
Yeah. And then you went from a little tiny bit part to having the whole stage to yourself.
Yes, that's true.
Someone very diabolical.
That was diabolical, and that was a nerve-wracking experience. It probably would have only done that at the Vineyard because Doug Abel, Sarah, they make you feel safe. They make you feel like you are in a space where you can create with agency and with energy, and that's what we were doing, something novel there. So it was quite, I wouldn't have done it anywhere else.
And I gotta say, when you did Arcadia at Lincoln Center with Jennifer Dundas, that character of yours just, I had to go back and see it again and again because it just broke my heart. That character was
So beautiful.
I mean, there you got to do a heartbreaking character as opposed to diabolical.
It's true.
You get to run run the gamut.
I have been privileged with some of the most fantastic arts that anyone could imagine. Septimus Hodge is right up there with him. And in fact, Victor Garber was here tonight. It was such a monumental experience for all of us doing that we've remained very close. I'm actually in business with Jenny Dundas.
No.
Blue Marble Ice Cream.
You do Blue Marble Ice Cream?
That's her. That's hers. And
Really?
yep, I'm a partner in it.
Oh my, see, I always think of her as Shakespeare, and she was in Cymbeline.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
I know you guys from when you were way back.
Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Lovely to talk to you.
Hello.
Hello.
Here we are with.
Victor Garber.
I always start with introductory.
Oh, thank you.
And then I do the hard
Okay.
So, how many plays have you done on the Vineyard and what's your favorite?
I've never done a play with him.
Yeah? You've done so many.
I know, but unfortunately, have never had the opportunity. But one day, I'm still doing the work.
And the Vineyard's going to go for another 4 years.
Yes, I'm hoping. Yeah.
Well, just tell us what you think of the Vineyard.
I love the Vineyard, and I've seen many things there. And I saw Billy and Harry Clark. I think it was the one-man show that was devastating and wonderful. And I'm here to support him and the theater.
Well, no one better to do it than you.
Wow. There's plenty of people, but Billy and I met in 1995, and we actually only worked together that one time, but we've remained close, and I've just always I just think he's one of the great ones.
Hello, here we are with
David Harbour.
And what have you done at the Vineyard?
Oh, wow. I did a play 1,000 years ago called The Stranger by Craig Lucas. It was 23 years ago. I think I was 24 years old, maybe 25. So maybe it was either 23 or 22 years ago. Stranger with Craig Lucas, David Chauthern was in it, Kira Sedgwick was in it, Julianne Nicholson, and myself, the 4 of us.
Yeah, that was a scary one.
And they paid me $200 a week.
Wow.
Thanks a lot, Vineyard.
Is that your favorite memory, getting paid?
It was pretty amazing. But also I'm here for, the Vineyard. I'm here, I'm a buddy of Billy's as well. So apparently I'm supposed to be talking about him tonight. So if you have any stories about him, I'm willing to say them because I brought nothing.
Oh, well, my uncle is Arcadia. He was just so real. I loved him so much in Arcadia. I went back to see it over and over.
Didn't he do it twice, though? I think he did it when he was a young man, and then he did it 20 years later. Which one did you see?
No, when he first did it.
The original one,
Jennifer Dundas.
Yeah.
Lincoln Center.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Was it good?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I love Tom Stoppard.
Yeah.
And I saw you at Massick, and this is a funny story. Because I was saying, I'm here because one of my favorite actors is David Harbour. And I was going on and on about you. The person next to you, it was your mother. I was like,
wow, I bet she loved that.
I was like, thank God for nothing into my foot in my mouth.
That's amazing. I'm sure she loved that. My mom was nothing if not super proud of me.
Oh,
So
yes.
that would have been very gratifying. I really appreciate you doing that, actually.
So we had our own little fan club.
That's very sweet. That's very sweet.
So what are you up to? I know you're doing Stranger Things. I'm sorry, I'm not a sci-fi person,
That's
so
all right.
I don't watch it.
That's all right.
But I'm a theater person. So
Yeah,
what are you
well, I
doing
just
next
did a
week?
play in London with Bill Pullman. We did a Teresa Rebeck play, a new play called Madhouse. We did it in London last summer. It's a really great experience. Bill Pullman was phenomenal. And,
Which theater? Was it in West End or was
yeah, it was in the West End. It was the theater right across the street from the Ivy. Oh God, I forget the name of it, but it was a small West End theater. We ran it for 12 weeks, and it was the first time I've been back to the theater in 8 years, I think. And it was terrifying, but also, wonderful. It's just where I belong. It's like going back home.
Well, you have to bring it here.
One day.
Have it at the Vineyard.
All right, sounds good. One day.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for doing that with my mom.
At the New Victory is Hip Hop Cinderella with music and lyrics by Rona Siddiqui, book by Scott Almagreen, and story adaptation by David Kaufman and Linda Chichester. It's an updated Cinderella which employs Instagrams and lots of technical mumbo jumbo. And apparently their planet has lost its mojo and the prince is looking for a rebel rapper to save their world. Cinderella has the beat down, but years of abuse from her bullying stepmother and spoiled stepsisters have robbed her of her esteem and gumption. Her only ally is her mechanical appliance Raka that she helped to build with her late father. He acts as a fairy godmother in this story and gets Cinderella to the rapping contest ball. The premise works nicely with everyone becoming kind and caring people in the end, but this is hip hop. Lots of lights, lots of flashing lights. So this is not a review, a report. I didn't see any of it. My friend did, and she loved it. So I like listening to it. And next, I want to talk about at Theater for the New City, where they are doing Demetria Daniels' Ada. It's directed by Robert Leibowitz. Eric Kuzmic as Charles Babbage, inventor of the difference machine, a mechanical calculator, and a proposed analytical machine. He partnered with Ada, played by Tori Jewell, who is like the newest best actress. Tori Jewell, remember that name. Well, Ada was a mathematical whiz back in Victoria times and the daughter of Lord Byron. And they are credited with the first computer and lay the groundwork for technology today. And in just an hour, we learn many fascinating facts about Ada and her times during her short life. I just want to say that the Hirschfeld book that I was talking about with Veanne Cox, it's The American Theater as Seen by Al Hirschfeld from 1962 to 2002, and it's now available, and the link will be on the bottom here. And this new edition features a foreword by Michael Kimmelman and chapter introductions by Brooks Atkinson, Brandon Gill, Maureen Dowd, Terrence McNally, and Jules Pfeiffer. This is the largest collection of Hirschfeld's theater work that has ever been published. It is incredible. You really gotta get this thing. Anyway, for now, plays that are closing. February 5th, at Audible, you have Erica Schmidt's Lucy. Closing February 26th, you have Untitled Calamity Jane play at 14th Street Y. Princess Phooey is back at TADA with lyrics and books by Lisa Deanna Shapiro and music by Eric Rockwell. The Raving Jaynes are back March 3rd at 7 o'clock with How to Create Massive Change and Definitely Solve the World's Problems, an introductory course. And then closing March 5th, you have National Black Theater and Rattlestick presenting Amani by A.K. Payne. Bedlam's doing Fall River Fishing by Susanna Zadarsky and Deborah Knox. And Frigid Festival is back with 25 plays to choose from at the Crane Theater in Under St. Mark's, and a link will be underneath to see all that's going on there. Now, closing March 11th, we've got Leo Reich, who cares? He's a comedian, very funny. It's directed by Adam Brace, but the music is composed by Toby Marlowe, who did 6. That's at Greenwich House Theater. And then a few plays closing March 12th is Barbara Kahn is back at Theater for the New City with the Time Travelers Club, Manhattan Division. And she's got Harlem on Her Mind by Eulalie Spence, who influenced Joe Papp, and that's at the Metropolitan Playhouse. And Mama, I Want to Sing is back at El Museos El Teatro, and that is Vi Higginson alongside husband Ken Wedro, who co-wrote, produced, and directed it. And the brilliant Theater 2020 is doing their Sunday in the Park with George at the Mark O'Donnell Theater, who was a late great friend of mine. So there's a lot going on. That's just a tip of the iceberg, and I will see you next time, March 11th, for more theater and interviews.